All right, we are just getting going on an 18 miler. We're gonna get through this and then we'll recap hopefully a 50-mile week. Just gotta get this done. But yeah, it's we're just getting going, just hit go. 1 mile at a time today. Kind of a spooky morning, but it's beautiful. High 30s Fahrenheit. It'll end though, probably about 45 degrees, sunny. I think I'm dressed pretty well. Go gels, probably doing maybe 5'9", 14. Seems like a good spread. And yeah, let's get it done. First 50-mile week in over 4 years. Feeling good.
Don't think I can take much more. Mediocrity won't soar, and all the success surrounding me I can't seem to ignore, and all the opportunities knocking on everyone else's door.
5.3 in, just took my first gel. I think I'm gonna switch gels to 5, 10, and 14, or 5, 10, and 15. 5, 10, 15. I think I'll just look forward to that more. Leave me something to look forward to at 15. But feeling good. It is funny early in a long run when all you really have to think about is trying to not think about how many miles you have. So you just try to think about the next mile. But it's really hard to not be like, 18 total, only done 5, 13, and count down that way, but do your best out there. We're cruising. About 10.7 in, just had my second gel. Really need to use the bathroom. But hey, I guess let's just run 7 more miles. I don't know.
With your sweet, sweet songs.
Just over 15. Good news. I feel like the need to go to the bathroom has kind of subsided. I gelled at 14 because I just couldn't wait. And yeah, it's just kind of funny thinking at the end of a long run. And I think I've said this before. Like every mile is a mile closer to 50 for the week. So, and now that I'm into my final 3. Every mile's a mile more than last week. It's only 3, but 3 miles into the unknown and pushing it a little bit further, growing the capacity of what my legs can take over extended periods of time. Yeah, so let's finish this out. I'm gonna continue to take it nice and easy, and we're there. Let's do this.
Okay, so we are back in the apartment. You just saw footage from my 18 miler. I did close it out. We got 50 for the week. First time in 4 years. This is my first time going over 50 since mid 2020. So kind of a big achievement, but also trying to keep it low key. I'll talk a little bit more about that just because this is part of a longer build and I'm trying to just keep my head down and just keep on rolling with things without getting too hyped on, anything too big. They're all checkpoints, but they're not a time to let off the gas. So we're going to go over the week. We're going to talk about, my first 50-mile week, how I'm doing, how I'm feeling. And yeah, we're just going to use this as another kind of weekly update video diary. And maybe someone can get some kind of marathon training, distance running, general fitness tips out of it. If not, feel free to bomb around the channel. There's a lot of videos at this point. And I'm learning the hard way. So allow me to do it for you. But let's jump into Strava. We'll take a look at the week. We'll look at what we were doing throughout the week, and we'll kind of dive in a little bit on the long run, and then I'll wrap this up. Okay, so we're looking at October 14th through the 20th, 50.18 miles for the week. That looks nice. We like that. Same week as normal, 5 on morning, just another week. Patience. We are building. This is all about patience. Tuesday, 6 miles. First time needing the gloves. It is getting cold. And the hands go numb pretty quick for me. I'd say my left hand goes numb quicker. Just a thing. Adding up Wednesday mini long run. Everything's really easy. That's the point here. All these runs are easy for me. My easy pace. So if you're, there's the 80-20 rule out there where you're supposed to do 80% of your miles easy, 20% at either like a threshold or a high effort workout intervals type thing. Right now, I'm not doing that. If this is your first, video in a little bit for me, I'm doing basically all easy miles just to build up a mileage base. And then I'm going to be working in, some quicker paces, but really sparingly, only because I've been someone who's always had a little bit of an issue with injury past like about 40-mile weeks, honestly. So for me to be able to hit 50 and still feel pretty good, this is kind of my way of getting there before we get fast. Nope, don't need that. Mile 6, broke out the winter tights. Things are getting cold, so that's kind of fun, I guess. Also lifted, getting into some of the details on this. I always mention it. I love getting in the gym once a week. It's something that I think has added to my bulletproofness of running. Always a range of push, pull, and mixing muscle groups. So if I'm doing a bench press, I'm supersetting that with single leg RDLs. And then I'm moving to probably like an incline dumbbell press, and we're doing dumbbell goblet squats. So kind of systematically going through the body once a week to do that. Doing some abs, doing some stretching. It's kind of honestly a moment to just check in with the body that isn't an aerobic workout. Well, it is, I guess. The heart rate isn't getting up, but it's not a low impact. It's kind of a more high intensity, short efforts. And then Friday, 5 miles, 11:16 pace, all super duper easy. Taking a rest day. Right now I'm running 6 days a week, always trying to fit in at least one rest day. I think the day might come where I run 7 days a week as we keep adding miles. But for now, I really like having at least one day to sleep in. I'm doing all my miles early mornings. So it's just one of those things where I like the one day to get my Garmin human battery number to 100, because otherwise it's never there. And the 18 miler. Let's jump into that if I can. Okay, so titled it Getting That 50-Mile Week. Strava is always going to tell me this is my most massive of efforts. They're just going to keep getting more massive. It's a beautiful day, high 30s. It was high humidity, so it probably felt more like 40. But beautiful day. You saw it. Autumn is popping. What do I really want to get into here? I want to talk about pretty much my pacing and the heart rate, just because I think as these temperatures dip into the 30s and my fitness continues to increase, I'm kind of starting to see some of the benefits. I've got pace pulled up here. Let's pull up heart rate as well. Minimal elevation gain. That's all super, gradual. So no big spikes here. But like, it is definitely worth noting that, as I keep that pace around 11:30s, my heart rate through miles 1 all the way to probably about 16 miles in, my heart rate was really nicely hanging in that low 140s. I'd say a little tidbit here. This is all wrist heart rate from a Garmin watch that's about 4 or 5 years old. I think the heart rate information is helpful in posts like this. I would not recommend trying to do a workout in live time, basing it on wrist heart rate. I peek at it, I think it's accurate, but I think it's delayed. And it's more of a range that you are probably in, less of a live, this is what your heart rate is right now kind of a thing. So that's my little tidbit there. But going beyond mile 16, I started to kind of pick it up a little bit. Well, hear me out, not too high. I got into basically mid 9s for certain portions of this. Brought it down to, we'll say, around 940. We can take a look at my last split, 959. So my last overall mile was a 959. And heart rate kind of just came up to around 160. For me, that's encouraging because I think closer to that 9-minute mile pace is going to be my kind of like most of my next marathon will be done around that pace. And I want to be able to feel good into that 18, 19 mile mark and then really kind of kick. I really want to finish strong in my next marathon, and I want to walk away from it ready to do another one, 12 to 15 weeks later. It's going to be on my own. It's, it's more of a test of all of this foundational work that I'm doing. So yeah, that's the 18 miler. That's the 50 mile week. I can bounce back one page. So overall takeaways from this week, we have crossed over into the 50 mile weeks. I'm feeling good. I'm taking these miles nice and easy, aside from, like a mile and a half at almost a threshold heart rate. Still super easy. Body is recovering really well in like 24-hour periods. So that's really good for me. I don't want to hype this up too much. This is my first 50 mile week in 4 years. And next week, we're going to go a little bit more. We're going to keep rolling here. That's the theme. That's what we're going on. We're building the best foundation I have ever had. And we're giving it patience. We're going to wait for this. We're going to wait for things to, we're going to keep putting in that effort, and we're just going to keep it smooth. A little bit of a rambler video, I'd say. But that's the video for today. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you made it to the end. I'll try to keep this one a little bit shorter. Hopefully the edit is a little bit shorter than previous ones, because I really went a little bit wild recently. Oh yeah. Stay safe out there. I'll see you in the next video. Peace, guys.